When me and my family were going out to the mall, I saw a campaign poster of Manny Villar outside the window. That made me wonder who my parents were gonna vote for in the elections. So I simply asked them, Pa, sino iboboto ninyo sa eleksyon? Ako kasi, gusto ko si Manny Villar. They laughed, and then they told me that he was corrupt. Obviously, I felt guilty of saying that statement because I barely even knew that guy, and I was very young. After that, I vowed to myself to follow my principles in life. So, for me, I strongly believe that the three traits that a president must possess are integrity, intelligence, and empathy. So what even is integrity? Let me explain this in school terms because as of now, I'm a college student. In school, we are taught to submit original works, complete assignments, and be reliable in our work. The same goes for the President of the Philippines. If the next President of the Philippines is not reliable, responsible, or even truthful of their own actions, he or she obviously is not worthy of the President's seat. If the next President is not reliable, responsible, or even truthful of his or her own actions, then he or she is obviously not suited for the President position of the Philippines to rule the land. Successful people are known to be intelligent. And I agree. Intelligence and credibility goes hand in hand. In class, you wouldn't vote for the least credible person in the room. The same goes in politics. You should never vote for someone who is not credible for the position. You do not vote for a person who doesn't even know what they're doing. This is because intelligence can alter the minds of a million people. Intelligence allows leaders to evaluate others' opinions, to put them into the plan and see if that plan will work. Lastly, empathy. The Philippines, a third world country with a poverty rate of 23.7% in 2021, a country full of oppressed activists, journalists, and scholars, is in dire need of a president full of empathy. A president who is open-minded and listens to the needs of its people. Poverty is widespread, inequality has widened, and corruption remains rampant. Our country needs a leader that voices out the problems of different people, especially the problems and issues happening still in the Philippines. I solely believe that whoever your preferred candidate is a reflection of who you are. It is ironic how people still trust people without degrees and credentials, yet pressures their children to get a degree and credentials. Well, sadly, many of us will not be affected by this year's election. Privilege can insulate from these effects. The rich can easily leave the country, but the poor and the marginalized will be robbed at chances at a better life. They have no option but to stay here and suffer. We should not vote only for ourselves but for others. So to everyone watching this video, I hope you see past your privilege and do not ignore the oppression that happens to other Filipinos. Let us not be blinded by our own privilege just because we live a comfortable life. Let us have compassion to other Filipinos. Thank you for watching and have a great day.